Already, you know what the skeletal system is. Usually, it's divided into your upper extremities, lower extremities, and also the trunk. When I say trunk, what do you imagine? I'm sorry?
Sa gitna po.
Ano lang? Gitna. O, di ba alam nyo ang tree? Where is the trunk of the tree? In the middle, right?
Yes.
So this is the tree. Tapos may grass kumari. May sun. Okay? So the trunk is in here. Okay? So sa skeleton natin, sa skeletal system, di ba? The upper extremity, usually there should be arms here, right? And then the lower extremity over here. So the trunk, where is the trunk? Where do you think is the trunk?
Axial region.
Okay, so ito, the body, right? Okay, so that's the trunk. So what are the components of your skeletal system? Okay, not only the bones, no? Kasi that's a common misconception. Skeletal system, matik, bones, no? Besides the bone, that's correct, but there are also the cartilage, the tendons, and the ligaments. Now, these other parts, they serve as a support, okay? A support system for the bones. For example, your cartilage and tendons, usually they support for what? Trauma. For example, when we jump, when we do jumping jacks, diba? It's not painful because there are cartilages and tendons that serve as a cushion. Diba? Yes, absorbent sila. Cushion, no? Cushioning the impact. Naintindihan? Okay? Functions, body support, organ protects the organ, parang organ protect. Protects the organs. No? So, what examples can we apply here? What protects our brain? Our skull. What protects the lungs and the heart? Ribs and?
Sternum.
Very good, no? Sternum and ribs. Ito yung maganda pag nasa anaphylab tayo. No, may reference na tayo, diba? Okay, body movement, diba? Alongside the muscular system, the skeletal system and the muscular system works hand in hand, no? Para makagalaw-galaw tayo, no? Flexion, extension, etc. Okay? How about mineral storage? Ano ba ang tingin yung minerals na nasa-store, guys, sa skeletal system? Phosphorus, very good. Calcium, phosphorus, etc. Marami. And blood cell production. So, nalasahan ko, may nagpabango ata. Okay. Tinuruan na kayo ni Ma'am Vicky, sorry. Ma'am Vicky taught you in KMLS 1, no? Blood cell production. What do you call the process of blood cell production? Naturo na ba sa inyo yun? Meron na ba sa inyo yun, KMLS 1? Wala pa, hematology pala pa. Hematopoiesis, di ba? Blood cell production. Familiar? Hematopoiesis, not yet. Not yet. Swell pa na. Hematopoiesis, di ba? Development, poiesis, the production. Hema, that's your blood production, no? Baon nyo sa third grade. Ayun. Bone histology. Yan, histology, subject ko to ngayong second year, no? So, when you say histology, the study of tissues, diba? So, it's the study of bone, cartilage, and tendons, and ligaments, no? Of the skeletal system, because the bone is actually a connective tissue. How about your blood? What type of tissue? That is also a connective tissue. No? Ayun pa lang ha. At your level, gusto ko nang malaman nyo, the blood is a type of connective tissue. So their characteristics are largely determined by the composition of their extracellular matrix. As you move on, you become second year, third year, may makita kayong abbreviation. You see an abbreviation of ECM, that is extracellular matrix. Okay? ECM, extracellular matrix. So this ECM contains collagen, ground substance, and organic molecules as well as water and minerals. What I want you to learn from collagen is, the more collagen the tissue has, the more strong it is. Okay? So meaning, the bone has an abundance of collagen. That's why it's very hard, it's sturdy. Our brain lacks collagen. which is why it is soft. It is fragile. It is why it is supported by the skull. Okay? In everyday life, diba? When you ride a motor vehicle, you need to have a good helmet because since the brain lacks collagen, it is easy for it to get injured. Diba? That's why kapag head trauma, very paranoid. We're very paranoid if what is injured in our body is the head. Okay? Basta, the bottom line is, the more collagen a body structure has, the more strong it is. The less collagen it has, the weaker it is. Okay? Next. Okay, so we're talking about the microscopic structure of the bone. Okay? So collagen is a fibrous protein that provides flexibility but resists pulling or compression. It has a matrix ground substance which contains proteoglycans, which are water-trapping proteins that help cartilage to be smooth and resilient. So the ECM of tendons and ligaments contain large amounts of collagen. That's why, what did I tell earlier? It's very tough. Matibay in Filipino, like ropes or cables. That's why you need an abundance of collagen, or rather, our bones, cartilage, and tendons needs an abundance of collagen for it to be tough. Okay? Yun lang yun. Bone matrix, okay, contains 35% organic and 65% inorganic material. So the organic material is primarily collagen and proteoglycans. So, what do I want you to remember, guys? Hydroxyapatite is abundant in the bone matrix. Where else can you see your hydroxyapatite? In which part of our body? The bone and the teeth. Okay? Kaya diba? Matibay ba ang teeth? Yes or no? Yes! Diba? Even if we die in the future, when we get older, diba? Kapag nag-antag dito, what's the English of na-agnasia? Na-decompose, no? Na yung body natin. We're left with our bones and the teeth. Okay? Hydroxyapatite is the content. No? For chemistry, this is the formula. Okay? Hydroxyapatite. Next. So these collagen fibers lend flexible strength to the bone. Of course, more collagen, more strong it is. The mineral component gives bone compression or weight-bearing strength. That's why bones are technically heavy. No? They are heavy. Kaya they have weight-bearing strength. Okay? Now, more on histology. Let's talk about the cells of the bone. Your osteoblasts are responsible for the formation of bone and the repair and remodeling of bone. Have I taught you the mnemonic yung blast? Yung meaning ng blast?
Yes.
Yes, diba? What does it mean? Born to build. So, here, let's criticize the first bullet. Osteoblasts are responsible for the formation of bone. Born to build. Build bone and to repair it as well as to remodel it. Okay, naintindihan yung concept? Okay? Basta blast, born to build. So it produces collagen and proteoglycans. They secrete high concentrations of calcium and phosphate ions, forming crystals called your hydroxyapatite. So the formation of new bone by osteoblasts is called ossification. Okay? Ossification. Formation of new bone. Okay, let's move on to osteocytes. So we were done discussing osteoblasts. Let's now discuss osteocyte. Cells that maintain bone matrix and form osteoblasts after bone matrix has surrounded it. How many percent? 90 to 95% of bone cells and are very long-lived. House within the bone matrix called your lacunae. No? Lacunae. House in a narrow long spaces called canalicula. No? So, lacunae and canaliculi, they are interrelated. Ha? Osteoblasts done. Osteocytes done. Let's go to your osteoclasts. They are your bone-destroying cells. Okay? They contribute to bone repair and remodeling by removing existing bone, called bone reabsorption. Okay? So bone breakdown is also vital for mobilizing crucial calcium. And when a bone is broken down, the calcium goes into the blood. Okay? If there is a problem with the bone, no? Because Seeley's mentioned, no? As bone is broken down, the calcium goes into the blood, which means if you have a blood test, will it reflect that there's a problem in the bone? Yes. My next question is, what test will have an increased level in the blood indicating that there is a problem in the bone? As medtechs, we need to know this. I know this is for third year, but remember the enzyme ALP, alkaline phosphatase. Okay? ALP will increase in bone disorders. Naintindihan? Do you understand? ALP. Tandaan nyo yan. Remember that for third year. Clinical chemistry. Okay? Ako yung prof nyo doon. So, if there is a problem with the bone, what blood test will indicate that there is truly a problem sa bone? ALP or alkaline phosphatase. Okay? Alkaline phosphatase. Phosphatase. TAS. Okay? Okay ha? Pabaon yan sa third year. So you have your osteoblast, osteoclast, osteocyte, okay? Your osteons over here. So here's a developing bone. You could see the osteoblast. Of course, there's an abundance of osteoblasts because they are indeed born to build. So immature bone cells pa lang. However, once it develops, newly formed bone, there would now be an abundance of your osteocyte. Okay? Osteocyte. Next, let's now talk about the difference between the spongy and compact bone. Okay? So mature bone is called lamellar bone. Okay? It is organized into thin, concentric sheets or layers. Okay? My mnemonic here is since mature na siya, mature bone, malakas na siya. Right? It's strong. Okay? Mature bone is malakas or strong. Even in lamellar bone, lamellar lakas, okay? Strong bone because it is mature, okay? So bone can be classified according to the amount of bone matrix relative to the amount of space within the bone. Your spongy bone has less bone matrix and more space than compact bone. It has more bone matrix and less space, okay? So your spongy bone consists of various trabeculae, and here there are spaces, okay? And it fills the bone marrow and blood vessels. So the surfaces of trabecula are covered with a single layer of cells consisting of osteoblasts with a few osteoclasts. So here is, ito, a picture of your spongy bone. Diba? It looks like a sponge, right? There are various spaces, but that's fine. So the compact bone, let's zoom it in. But did you notice, the compact bone is truly compact. In comparison to the spongy bone, it's like a real sponge, right? There are spaces. However, even if there are spaces, it's still strong. Okay, remember that. Okay, so it has various trabecula. Okay, and here are the spaces containing bone marrow and blood vessels. Over here, you would see that there are osteoblasts. Here's the osteoclasts, and then the osteocytes over here. You have your concentric lamellase over here. Okay, and the lines over here, yung parang pagganito. These are your canaliculum. Okay? Canaliculum. That's all. What did you notice? No? I taught this in histology an hour ago. So this morning. What did you notice about the osteoblasts? The shape. Junqueira, in histology, Junqueira describes this as cuboid cells. It's not, it doesn't mean that the lining, that the osteoblast has a lining epithelium. What they are telling in histology is that the osteoblast can be cuboidal in shape. Ikilit natin. Okay? They said that the osteoblast is cuboidal in shape. So, if you're just asked in the future for whatever subject, what is the shape of the osteoblast? Cuboidal, okay, or square shape. Of course, it's not columnar. We are sure it's not columnar. Squamous, baka pa, but it's more on cuboidal. Okay? Okay. The compact bone or the cortical bone is the solid outer layer surrounding each bone. The functional unit of a compact bone is your osteon. It is composed of concentric rings of matrix surrounding a central canal. So your central canals are lined with endosteum and contain blood vessels, nerves, and loose connective tissue. Your lamellae are concentric rings of bone matrix which surrounds the central canal. Okay, lamellae, where is that? Lamellae should be here. here. No? So these are your lamella. This one, the teeth here. So there are lacunae. Small tunnels called canaliculi radiate between the lacunae across the lamellae. And canaliculi connects oocytes to one another. And they transport nutrients and remove waste. So here's deeper view. I'd like to focus here. So your lamellae is the one that's this is a lamellae, this is a lamellae. Okay. And then you have your central canal, obviously on the middle. And the lacuna are the eyes. Yeah? This one. They're like eyes. Okay. These are the lacuna. And the whole structure that is being described is your osteon. Okay. This is the whole osteon. Okay. Osteon, concentric lamella, central canal, and the lacuna. Okay. The black ones. Lacuna. Okay. Or lacunae. Alright. Are we going to start with the anatomy? Haba pala nito. Structure of a long bone. Tapos may muscular pa. Structure of a long bone. So the diaphysis is the center portion of the bone which is composed of compact bone. And the center of your diaphysis is your medullary cavity. So some spongy bone tissue lines the medullary cavity, and the ends of the long bone are called epiphyses. Okay? And they contain mostly spongy bone. So if I ask you the exam, the epiphysis mostly contains spongy bone. Okay? The outer layer, compact bone. Structure of the long bone. Okay, what's important here is that it has a ans, or it has an articular cartilage. You also have the epiphyseal plate and the epiphyseal line. What is the purpose of this? I cannot carry this kasi. Hindi ako nakasira nito. Nandito tayo. Here. What bone is this?
Ulna.
Huh?
Ulna and radius.
Radius and ulna is in the upper extremity, right? So what bone is this again, children?
Tibia. Tibia.
Okay na? Okay lang yun. Bukso ng damdamin. Okay. So the epiphyseal plate is usually around here, no? What's the purpose of that? The epiphyseal plate or the epiphyseal line, as mentioned by CSS, this closes when we get older. Sa akin close na to, hindi na ako tatangkad. Okay? But for young people, no, it is open because this is where the bone grows. Okay? You might be 20, 21. There's still a possibility that your epiphyseal growth plates are still open. So there's still a chance that you might grow taller. For a bit, konti na lang. Okay? But the younger you are, of course, the more open it is, the more opportunity for your body to become taller, to grow, etc. Do you understand? Basically, that's the message of that. No? So anyway, since mamaya, dito muna to, ha? Ayan. Okay, sige. Next. Oh, bone marrow. Yung masarap, yung taba sa bulalo, di ba? However, there is red, there's also yellow. Okay? Basically, the red bone marrow is more abundant in what? Where is it more abundant? Red bone marrow? Sa kids. Fetuses, pediatric patients, and it usually becomes yellow in the long run. Okay? So red marrow, location of blood forming cells, and it makes sense that as young as you are, more red bone marrow because you need to produce more different blood cells, right? Okay. Yellow marrow, mostly fat. Okay. So in the fetus, the spaces within bones are filled with red bone marrow. Just what I said earlier. So just before birth, the red bone marrow starts to get converted to your yellow marrow. So this continues well into adulthood. So in adults, most red bone marrow is in the flat bones. Or can you give me an example of a flat bone?
Pharyngeal bone.
I'm sorry?
Pharyngeal.
Sternum is flat. Tama? Flat. Diba? Ano pa? Ano pa yung mga flat bones mo?
Apical.
Flat pa ang ribs? Di ba may ibang category ang ribs?
Floating.
Mamaya, malaman natin. Okay? Flat bones. Long bones of the femur and humerus contain yellow marrow. See? So yan. Hindi, ano pala yan? Fibula. So yung humerus and femur, they contain yellow marrow. Charan. You have your diaphysis over here. Okay? Diaphysis. Okay? So what did you notice? Young bone versus adult bone. Who's more compact?
Adult.
Of course, no? Well developed na siya. Okay? And the emphasis that I would like to give here, no, is the epiphyseal lines. No? Ito medyo close na, no? Parang cementado na, it's cemented. However, the epiphyseal lines in the epiphyseal plates in juveniles. What do you mean by juveniles? Less than 18, no? Kids. Okay? It gives a signal na it's still open, right? So, more room for extension, improvement, diba? Medullary cavity is always in the middle. That's why it's called medullary. You have your periosteum. Where's your periosteum? On the outer side. And your endosteum is in the inner side. Basta endosteum loob. Okay? Inside. Okay. Ito na. Sakit na ngalang-ngalang. Pero kakasimula ko. Ayun, no? Skeletal anatomy overview. So, how many bones do we have? We're all adults here. 206 bones. Updated ba? Same sa manual? Baka mamaya updated na yun. Bones are segregated into your axial and appendicular skeleton. So your axial skeleton consists of bones of the skull, auditory ossicles, hyoid, vertebral column, and the thoracic. Let's differentiate. What did you notice? Can you help me differentiate axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton? Para mapahinga ko muna to. Sige. What are your comments? What can you see?
Yung yellow part is yung axial, then the green part are those appendicular.
Okay, sige. Can you expound besides the color?
Sir, yung sa appendicular po, mostly po sila yung mga nagkakabit-kabit sa eggshell pa.
Okay, no? Areas of attachment, quote and quote, diba? The axial skeleton is more on the trunk side, although not necessarily kasi part yung head, right? So, nasa looban. Whilst yung appendicular nyo guys, sila yung what? In layman term, extremities. Right? Did you notice? Diba? The area of the trunk and the skull is your axial and the skeleton. While the extremities part, these are your appendicular skeleton. Please study. Okay? It's very easy, no? To just memorize. Actually, what do you need to memorize here? Just the axial. Because if it's not axial, definitely it's appendicular. Diba ganun lang? Padaliin natin yung ating style sa pag-study. So the skull is axial, correct? What else? Mandible, hyoid, the area of the sternum and ribs, sacrum. That's it. And the rest are appendicular. Oh, by the way, if there is something that I would like you to memorize for the skeletal system, it's this. Why? This is the major bones. Diba? Kumbaga, this is the, in general, these are the anatomy of the bone, right? I won't stress you out in, okay, help me memorize this one each person. Of course, we will come to that point. However, if you will pass anatomy, you will move on. At least man lang, ito, master nyo. Diba? It makes sense. It's the general types of bone. Okay? Yun lang. So, the appendicular skeleton, I have already mentioned, no? Upper limbs, lower limbs, extremities. And the two girdles, so pelvic girdles. So what do you mean by girdle? It refers to the two zones where the limbs are attached to the body. So these two zones are the pectoral girdle and the pelvic girdle. Pero wait lang, kasi may na-confuse pa kanina. Para lang sure tayo. I don't wanna miss this. What bones are in here? Radius and ulna. Okay? So you also have your carpal bones here sa hands. Okay? Kapag dito naman, sa lower extremity guys, before we go to the lower extremity, so radius and ulna, saan ba yung arm nito? Wala siyang arm. Wala ka. So, okay, ito muna. Radius and ulna, right? And then what bone is this? Humerus. You got that clear, ha? Oh, what's this? What's this? Clavicle. Sige. Tapos ribs and the sternum. What do you call the tip? Xiphoid process. Okay? Xiphoid process, sternum. I believe there is something here. What do you call this one? Ovary. Okay? Okay, let's go down. So, what bone is this? Hip bone. Any other name? Okay. And then, oh, ano na to? What's this? Ito, the one that is floating. Femur. Okay, and then what is the bone? Which is this one, guys? Tibia and fibula. Which one here is the tibia? Which one is the fibula?
The smaller one's the fibula.
Ulit?
The smaller one's fibula. Tibia is the
Tibia, fibula. Okay, taba. May nalala ko ng med school. Tibia. Tibia, taba. Letter, ito, fibula, fayat. Okay? Taba, fayat. Okay? Tibia, fibula. Okay? Mnemonic yun, I'm helping you. O, diba? Tibia and fibula. Taba, fayat. Okay? Ano to ulit? Radius and okay? Yun lang. Clarify ko lang, ha? Okay? Term girdle. Sa tayo dito. Two zones, pectoral girdle and the pelvic girdle. Okay, bone shapes. So, ito na nga. There are four bone shapes. Long, short, flattened, and regular. Long bones are longer than they are wide. Examples are upper and lower limb bones. Short bones, as wide as they are. Example are the bones of the wrist and ankle. The short bones down. This one. No? Are they short? Yes. So yung area na to yung carpals as well as the phalanges. Ayan. Diba? Short bones. Those are short bones. Guys, you can touch it, you can pass it around. Especially later sa muscle. Yan. Ano siya eh. Ang tawag mo dyan? Basta yun. Makakaniwalay sin. Okay? Yan, it's detached. Okay, long bones, short bones, what else? Flat bones. Oh, yan pala, bones of the skull. Oo nga naman, it looks flat, right? Looks flat. Bones of the skull and the sternum. Oh, so, may nag-answer kanina, ano yun? Ribs daw, flat bones? No, they are irregular bones because these are the shapes that do not fit readily into the other three categories. Okay? O, irregular bones, o ribs, ano pa? Scapula. Tama ba? Irregular sila eh. O, yung vertebral column. Okay? Mamaya, you can go near, if we're done with the class or we have a break, you can go near, take a photo, touch it, feel it. Okay? Yan lang. Ah, what bone is this one? I know you cannot see it, but this one. Okay? Ano pa ba? Ayun. Next. Ayan. Skeletal terminology. Alam ko, expert na kayo dito. Expert nga ba? Oh. Pag foramen, that means whole. Oh, foramen magnum. Ano may isip nyo dito? May magnum pa ba? Mahal yun eh, diba? Ayun, oh, foramen magnum. From the term itself, foramen magnum. So alam ko, you know na, ay butas yan, hole yan. However, magnum. When you say magnum, what can you imagine besides ice cream? Foramen magnum. Are you familiar with the word magnanimous? Magnum. Meaning, big. It's a big hole. Where can you see that foramen magnum? It's actually here, no? Pag tinanggal mo yung skull, tapos yung entry, guys, ng spinal cord or ng vertebral column, that is where you can find the foramen magnum. Now, the entry, didn't you wonder, diba? What is connected to our spinal cord? Our brain. Diba? Yung connection from this to the brain, towards the inside, that is the big hole, which is your foramen magnum. Meron ba kayo din? Yung foramen magnum? Yung may butas. Skull bone, gano'n. Ribs na yun. Ayan, o ito. May iba rin. Page 117. Ayan, no? Foramen magnum. Okay? The biggest hole. Okay? 117. No? Foramen magnum. Perfect. Ayan. That is, diba, it's big. It's the biggest hole that you've ever seen. Okay? Sa spine, no? Foramen, perfect. Okay? Next, fossa is a depression. So you have your adenoid fossa. Kapag process naman, no, yung nasa name, mastoid process, projection. For example, mastoid process. Ladies and gentlemen, saan ang mastoid process nyo? Where can you identify your mastoid process? Yung may sa kickbone, anong process yun? Basta may projection, diba? Usually, some of us, may mga artista, there is a projection over their kicks. May parang nakaganon. So yun, process yun. Ha? Okay. So, foramen, fossa, process. What else? Condyle, smooth, rounded end. Such as your occipital condyle. You have your meatus or canal, which is a canal-like passageway, such as your external auditory meatus. Where is that? Where is your external auditory meatus, ladies and gentlemen? External auditory meatus. O yun, o may nahulang ear. Correct. Where in the ear? When you use your cotton buds, you clean. That is your external auditory meatus. The area that you are cleaning. That is your external auditory meatus. How about the part where you're afraid to push through? Diba, eardrum? Beyond the eardrum, that is your internal auditory meatus. Never kayo maabot doon, guys, ha? Huwag nyong gaganon doon, okay? Hanggang external auditory meatus only. Before the eardrum, never touch your eardrum, okay? That's clear. Do not touch the eardrum. External auditory meatus. How often could you clean your ears? Talagang hygiene na tayo, public ones.
3 times.
If I'm not mistaken, guys, once a week. Yung iba nga, they consider it as excessive na yung once a week. Kasi it's normal that there is wax in our ear. Okay? It traps infectious agents, bacteria, foreign materials. Because how can it trap the foreign objects if it doesn't have wax in the first place? No? So, once a week sa pati. Okay? Iba kasi everyday after maligo, diba? Tubercular tuberosity, lump of bone, example greater tumor. Next, atrial skeleton comprises of your skull, vertebral column, and the thoracic cave. The skull, the skull. Our skull has 22 bones divided by into those of the brain case and those of the face. So the brain case encloses the cranial cavity, consists of 8 cranial bones, no, that immediately surround and protect the brain. How many facial bones? 14. Okay? 14 facial bones. Okay? The bony structure of the face has 14 facial bones. 13 of the facial bones are rather solidly connected to form the bulk of the face. The mandible, however, forms a freely movable joint with the rest of the skull. What is the exception? The mandible. It moves freely. There are also 3 auditory ossicles in each middle ear. So, 6 in total. 3 for the left, 3 for the right. Okay? Okay. What do you mean by cranial sutures? No? These are cranial bones which are connected by immovable joints called your sutures. No? Immovable joints. Okay? For principal sutures, you have your coronal, sagittal, lambdoid, and squamous. No? Cranial sutures. Again, coronal, sagittal, lambdoid, and squamous. Frontal bone, anterior part of the cranium or the forehead. So can you point to me? Frontal bone. Ito yung nung teenager tayong daming pimple. Frontal bone. Parietal bones, no, sides and roof of the cranium. Occipital bones, posterior portion and floor of cranium. Temporal bones, inferior to the parietal bones on each side of the cranium. Temporomandibular lobe. This is what I like about anatomy. If we're going to talk about the parts of the brain, same din. Frontal, parietal lobe. Lobe naman yun. Ito, bone. Yun naman frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe, etc. It's just the same. Okay? And part of your temporal bone is your temporomandibular joint. No? Okay. Ito yung tumutunog kapag paminsan, yung masakit paminsan, hindi nyo ma-open. Okay? Wala kakain kayo banana. Hindi nyo mabuksan yung ano nyo. Hindi nyo mag-chew. Ano? Ano pa ba? Burger. Anything na you need a big bite. Ito yung masakit. Or sometimes, there was one time, tinatry kong ganunin kasi sobrang sakit. I don't know why. Okay. Tapos paminsan tumutunog-tunog. Di ba? Magka-clap, clap, clap, clap. Sphenoid bone forms part of the cranial floor. Lateral posterior portion of the eye orbits, portions of the cranium, anterior to temporal bone. It houses your sella turcica. What does the sella turcica support? Sella turcica. Anong gland?
Pituitary.
Pituitary gland, no? Sella turcica. Anong ibig sabihin ng sella turcica? May meaning to. This is Turkish saddle. Para siyang Turkish saddle. Yeah, sella turcica. I-google nyo na lang ang itsura ng Turkish saddle. So in short, the pituitary gland, it's housed under the sella turcica. Parang lalagyan siya. Ethmoid bone, anterior portion of the cranium, including medial surface of the eye, orbit, and roof of nasal cavity. In here, you have your nasal concha. Facial bones. You have your maxilla. Forms the upper jaw, anterior portion of hard palate, part of lateral walls of nasal cavity and floors of the eye orbits. In your maxillae also has your maxillary sinus. That's your maxilla. Next, palatine bones forms the posterior portion of hard palate, lateral wall of the nasal cavity. That is your palatine bones. O, zygomatic bones. Ayun. Yung pala yun, zygomatic bones, sheath bones. Okay? Also form the floor and lateral wall of each eye orbit. Lacrimal bones, so medial surfaces of eye orbits. Okay? Lacrimal bones meaning, what gland does it, which gland does it support? Lacrimal gland. And the lacrimal gland functions for what? What is lacrimal gland? Anong nangyayari doon? What happens in the lacrimal gland? It produces what? Oh, if you don't have a date in Valentine's Day.
Tears.
Tears. Tears agad na.
joy.
Nakuha nyo agad ha. Okay lang walang date. Basta may ano. Nag-distract ako. Wala kasi tayong pinto. Anyway. Nasal bones forms the bridge of the nose. Ito, facial bones. So, in midline of nasal cavity, forms the nasal septum with ethmoid bone. You have your inferior nasal concha, or conchae, whatever you like to call it, attached to the lateral walls of nasal cavity. You have your mandible, no, lower jawbone. It is, ay naku, pag ito natanong talaga, well, wala naman kayo anak sa bagot sa, pagpatanong sa amin nun, only movable skull bone. Mandible. Diba? Matakot tayo guys pag may gumagalaw sa skull natin. Mandible lang ang pwedeng gumalaw. Okay? Only movable skull bones are mandible. Ito nga oh, sa sobrang galaw niya, nahulog na siya. Yan. Okay, sino nakasira nito? Diba? Okay, this is the only movable skull. Kawawa naman yung ating. Kawawa naman siya. Okay? Mandible lang. Here you go. No? The sutures, I would like to expound on the sutures. Okay? Coronal suture over here, sagittal suture over here, and the lambdoid suture. Coronal, ito very easy to remember, diba? Coronal, sagittal. No, yung lambdoid, baka malito pa tayo. Lambdoid sa bandang likod. Okay? Lambdoid at the back. Okay? If we divide the parts of the bone, frontal bone over here, okay? Parietal bones on each side, yes. Okay? Occipital, yes, at the back. Okay? You have your inferior temporal line over here, superior temporal line over here. You also have your parietal elements. Ito na, the skull, okay? So frontal, parietal bone, temporal bone towards the area of the ear, right? So your frontal bone and parietal bone is divided by the coronal suture. Okay? What else? So this is the sphenoid bone over here. Ito siguro yung minamassage natin pag masakit yung mga ulo natin, no? The area of the sphenoid bone. Okay? Nasal bone is over here. Okay? So over here, nasal bone. Okay? Lacrimal bone, as I have mentioned, no, near the lacrimal duct, production of tears. Nasolacrimal canal in between the nasal area and the lacrimal area. Your ethmoid bone is here on this area. Okay? Oh, zygomatic bone. Thick bones, diba? Zygomatic bone. Banda rito. Yung napipil niya dito. Okay? Maxilla. Okay? Over here. Mandible. Maxilla. Mandible. Okay? You have your mental foramen over here. O mental foramen, from the word itself, you would know na butas siya. Why? Foramen nga eh, di ba? Mental foramen. What else? What's important over here? This one, no? The mandibular condyle helps in the formation of your temporomandibular joint or the TMJ joint. Ito yung nagka-crack-crack pag there are times, no? Na hindi natin mabuka yung ating TMJ. What else? Occipital bone over here, lambdoid suture over here. External auditory canal, see? Kaya may butas. That's why there's an entry point, okay? Because there is a bone space, no, for the external auditory canal. Mastoid process is over here, okay? Mastoid process and the styloid process. Yan lang. Ako, you are lucky, may choices ang inyong lab exam. Okay, mahirap kapag ano talaga. Ito. Ito na nga. Frontal bone, parietal bone, sphenoid bone, zygomatic bone over here, hip bone. What I want to focus on is the nasal septum. Your nasal septum comprises of your nasal septum, right? Perpendicular plate of the ethmoid bone over here, the thin structure, and then your vomer. Perpendicular plate of the ethmoid bone, and then your vomer. Okay? Maxilla, mandible. So ito, the whole structure over here encompasses the area of your orbit. Okay? Inferior orbital fissure. Siyempre, yung superior nasaan? Malamang nasa taas. Okay? Superior orbital fissure. What did you notice? It's a hole. Okay, there's a hole over here. No? Hole yan. Superior orbital fissure and inferior orbital fissure. Over here, since it is a foramen, it is a hole. Okay? There is a hole over here. Infraorbital foramen. Okay? Middle nasal conchain, inferior nasal conchain. Okay? So middle nasal, inferior nasal. Nasal cavity is over here. Or, again, the two holes over here, these are your mental foramen. Okay. Don't worry guys, hindi to med school, so I wouldn't expect you to memorize all the butas. Okay? But what I want you to memorize, please, is of course the big structures, such as your foramen magnum, no, in the middle. You understand? May foramen magnum. O, ito ka, foramen ovale, foramen spinosum. Siguro kahit itong mga to, itong mga holes dito, okay, and this one. If you would ask me, Doc Ron, what passes through them? Didn't you think about it? Are you not curious to ask, diba? Dito, you would know, no? The area of the brain stem, papunta sa brain. The spinal cord, papunta sa brain. Okay, gets yun na yun. But how about these small holes, no? Or all the other holes? Are you familiar with the cranial nerves?
Yes.
So this is where it passes through. And the other types of nerves. That is the purpose of the foramen nerves. Okay? How many cranial nerves do we have? 12. Memorize lahat? Yes. Yes, no? Anong tinuro ni Professor Olivar na mnemonic?
Wala po.
Wala po, basta pinamemorize. Memorize lang.
Ayun. Yes, ma'am. Tama yung mnemonic mo. Ano yun? Ikaw?
Ano yun?
It goes like to touch
Yes.
vagina.
Vagina ang sabi niya. Yung sa akin, rated, gay. Okay. Pambata yung ako. Para hindi tayo magkaroon ng ano, no? Hindi tayo mag-DSA. Okay. Tuturo ko sa inyo, ha? Bubura ng... Saan na ba kayo?
Oculomotor, cochlear, vestibular clear,
Optic.
ocular, olfactory, optic, oculomotor, cochlear nerve, trigeminal nerve, abducens and facial, vestibular clear, nasopharyngeal.
Sige. Dahil wala sa topic, turo natin. O, to touch and feel very good velvet skin. Heaven. Oh. Help me out, ha? Olfactory, optic, what else? Oculomotor. Next. Olfactory, optic, trochlear, trigeminal.
Abducens.
Ano next?
Abducens.
Ano? Abducens, accessory, ano? Maraming A.
Abducens. Facial.
Vestibulocochlear, yes, or vagus? Vestibulocochlear or vagus?
Vestibular.
Maraming B. Vestibulocochlear. I think vagus is 10, right? Oh, glossopharyngeal, right? Yes.
Tapos vagus.
Glossopharyngeal, vagus, ano pa?
Accessory.
Abducens? Hindi. Spinal accessory. Tama? Yes.
Spinal accessory.
Hypoglossal.
And your hypoglossal. Okay? Ayan. Diba? O, to touch and feel very good. Velvet cake. Heaven. Kung pa demure. Velvet cake. Okay? Heaven. This is subdivided into what? Subdivided ba to, diba? Into your sensory and motor. Right? Remember? Sensory or motor. Now, how can you memorize if it is sensory or motor? Do you want me to teach you? Yes. Okay. Sesemo. Sesemo, momi, momi. Semi, momi. Okay, oh. Sesemo, momi, momi. Semi, momo. So, kakanta tayo. We will sing. Sesemo, momi, momi. Semi, momo. Yes. Again. Let's sing together. 1, 2, 3, go. Sesemo, momi, momi, semi, mi, momo. Very good. Okay? It means sensory, motor, mix. Pag sinabi kong mix, it's both sensory and motor. Motor, mix, sensory, mix, motor. Nuggets? Perfect. Uwi na tayo. Ayan, natandaan nyo yan. Okay? Picturean. Okay na, ha? Okay, perfect. Ayan, ha? O, pag nag-discuss na tayo ng nervous system, ay, alam nyo na. Okay? Hindi na ako kakanta ulit. Okay? So, there. Next, o, same lang, no? Yung inferior view ng skull natin, no? Hindi ko na siya isa-isa. Foramen magnum, ha? Yung mga area na yun. Alright. Let's discuss the sinuses, no? Alin ba yan? when you have colds, when you have a runny nose, in which part of your face do you feel it is congested? Of course, nose. Yes, ma'am. But besides the nose, what else, children? Very good. Now, yung area na to, ano pa? Saan pa? Yung isa gumaganyan? Yes. Saan banda? Saan pa, guys? Yung isa sabi frontal. Tama. How about sa area ng cheeks? Dito. Diba? If you feel sick, no, if congested siya, try nyo i-press. Diba? Pag ganyan, ayun, sarap ng feeling. Kasi feeling mo na di-drain. Try nyo rin i-press dito. Press nyo yan. Kasi, guys, next slide ko. Nalalamanan siya ng phlegma. Nalalamanan siya ng mucus. That's why, no? Di ko naman really wish na runny nose or anything. No? The next time that you feel sick and you feel it's congested, try to massage these sinuses para ma-drain out siya. You will feel comfort, no? As you press over here, because it is congested. Especially the instances in which you try to blow out, you blow your nose, there's nothing coming out, right? But you feel it is congested. Try to press it, no? Para lumabas siya, so that it can go out, no? So these are the various parts, no? Various sinuses: frontal, sphenoidal, ethmoidal, maxillary, no? Yeah, frontal, ethmoidal, sphenoidal, and maxillary sinuses. So these are filled, no? As you can see, no? Let's zoom in. There are dark spaces, which means they are spaces. They are empty. That's why sputum or mucus can actually accumulate inside. Intindihan? Do you understand? So, those are your paranasal sinuses. Hyoid bone. What is the hyoid bone? This is a photo of that, no? Hyoid bone. Let's go back to the discussion. It is unpaired. Of course, it's only one. That's why it is unpaired. U-shaped bone, that is not part of the skull. No direct bony attachment to the skull or any other bones. It is unique, no? Has a unique distinction of being the only bone in the body that does not articulate with another bone. So it provides an attachment for some tongue muscles, attachment point for important neck muscles that elevate the larynx. Okay, lateral view, this is the body. Basically, what is the part of the hyoid bone? The body. Okay, this is the body of the hyoid. So, we're done discussing that. We now move on to your vertebral column. Can anyone tell me where is the vertebral column? Sige ma'am, nandiyan ka na. Can you point? Representative. Yes, diba? The different types of vertebra. You have your atlas, axis, diba? And then the other parts. Okay? So, in adults, it consists of 26 individual bones grouped into 5 regions. I wouldn't ask you to come up in front and count if it is really 26. Basta, it is 26 individual bones. The cervical region, okay, the first part, the upper part, it curves anteriorly. Thoracic region curves posteriorly, okay? Lumbar region anteriorly and sacrooccipital posteriorly. Sige nga, ikot nyo ako. Ano ulit yung una? Curves anteriorly. No, tama. Curves anteriorly, the cervical. And then, next is posterior. The thoracic curves posteriorly. Okay. Next, it curves anteriorly again. And then lastly, sacral posteriorly again. Sacral and occipital. Is it the same? Yeah, looks like it. Kasi ito yung tailbone, diba? Mukha naman. O tama, paharap muna, and then palikod, then paharap, then palikod. Okay? We just followed what it said. Okay? Then this is the area of the brain. How about ang brain? Pwede na. A cloud. Sige. Okay? Now, 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 1 sacrum, and 1 tonsil. Let's just think of the vertebral column being very, in Filipino, matakaw. It loves food. Why? The vertebral column will eat breakfast at 7 a.m. It will eat lunch at 12 noon. It will have its early dinner at 5 p.m. And then at 1 a.m., it will have its midnight snack. Gets? Magbe-breakfast siya ng 7 a.m. And then magla-lunch siya ng 12. And then mag-early dinner siya ng 5 p.m. Eh, gutom ulit siya. Midnight snack, 1 a.m. Okay? Nagets niyo ba? Yun lang. Yun lang yung mnemonic na kaya kumaambag. Okay? So, 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 1 for sacrum and coccyx. Okay ha? Breakfast, lunch, early dinner, midnight snack. Atlas is the first vertebrae and it functions to hold the head. Again, what is the function of your atlas? Holds the head. It's the first vertebra. Your axis,
Rotates.
no joint. No. Diba when you say ganyan, no. Meaning it's the no joint. Axis, second vertebra. Okay? I believe atlas is the yes joint because it holds the head. Yes, atlas, axis, no. No joint. Baka kasi some professors like to ask it that way. Yes joint, no joint. Okay? Yun natin yung okay. Alright. What is the function of our vertebra? What do you think? Of course, it will support our body weight. Dapat lang, please. Protects the spinal cord. Because guys, this is a common misconception. The bone is the vertebral column. We agree on that. Right. But within it is the spinal cord. Naintindihan? Do you understand? The bone is the vertebral column. But the spinal cord is within it. Gets? Remember that. I hope that's clear. Again, the bone is vertebral column. But the spinal cord is within it. That's why it protects the spinal cord. Next, it allows spinal nerves to exit the spinal cord, provides a site for muscle attachment, of course, and provides movement of the head and the trunk. Okay? So, I would just like to emphasize that the vertebral column is subdivided into 4 to 5, kasi sacral and coccygeal. Cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral and coccygeal. What do you want to emphasize? Remember ha, this is the sacral and coccygeal regions. However, the sacrum is independent of the coccyx. But usually they are combined, no? Sacrum and coccyx. But I want you to remember that this area here is the sacrum and the tailbone. This is the tailbone, diba? Exemplifies naman na tail siya. That's your coccyx. Okay? Diba, we have Homo sapiens, that's us, no? It has evolved from other prehistoric beings. So it is claimed, no, that this is the, kung dito nang galing yung ating tail. So before we have become like this, we had a tail. So that's why it's called a tailbone, no? Coccyx. Okay? Alright. So we have discussed the vertebral column. We need to discuss it independently, no? One by one, no? So you have your vertebra over here. So the vertebra has many types, no? Regional differences, ika nga. When you say regional differences, cervical, thoracic, lumbar, okay? So here, no? Atlas, first cervical vertebrae, axis, it's over here. O, ito na. Cervical, thoracic, and your lumbar vertebrae. Naku, you are lucky na wala tayo yung separate na ganyan. Merong ganito nung si Dean Saludes, no? He let us borrow nung first sem. Pero hindi ko naman na siya pinalagay sa practicals. Okay? So, what I want you to know at your level, no, since this is just anatomy, I want you to differentiate visually, no? What is the cervical vertebra between the thoracic vertebra against the lumbar vertebra. At yun na lang, kahit visually, yun lang. Pero I think di ko naman, kasi nagawa ko na yung exam sa lab, di ko naman siya tinanong. Okay? But for future practice, I just want you to differentiate it sa sarili nyo. No? How cervical looks different from thoracic to lumbar, etc. etc. Okay?
Posterior.
Ito sacrum, no? You wouldn't go wrong with this one, no? It's very unique. Okay? So this is the sacrum, and again the tailbone is your coccyx. Right. So that is the vertebral column. Now let's go back up. How many pairs of ribs? 12. Okay. So the sternum is also known as the breastbone. The true ribs attach directly to the sternum by the cartilage. No? So yun yung true ribs nyo. Yung naka-attach directly sa sternum. So anything that is attached in the sternum, that is your true ribs. Kasi there are some that is no longer attached to your sternum. False ribs na. Oh, false ribs, they attach indirectly to the sternum by cartilage. And floating ribs, of course, no, they are not attached to the sternum at all. So, the true ribs comprises 1 to 7. Okay? True ribs 1 to 7. False ribs 8 to 12. How about your floating ribs, ladies and gentlemen?
11 and
11
12.
and 12. Tinitingnan ko to eh. Bakit isa lang ata yung lumulutang? Diba? Dapat dalawa. No? The floating ribs should be floating ribs 11 and 12. No? That's clear, ha? So, when you are going to study the anatomical models, please refer to my lecture or to CDs. No? Tabihan niyo siya with your book or PowerPoint. Okay? Para di kayo nalilito. You wouldn't be confused. Okay? So, ayun. We're correct earlier. No? This is the manubrium, the body of the sternum, and the xiphoid process. So if you were asked, what are the parts of the sternum? Manubrium, body, and your xiphoid process. Perfect. Okay. Ito na. Sa mga extremities na tayo, guys. No? Pectoral girdle and upper limb, you have your scapula, which is also known as your shoulder blade. You also have your clavicle, no? Also known as your collarbone. Your pectoral girdle comprises of your clavicle over here and your scapula. Again, what are the parts of the pectoral girdle? The clavicle and the scapula. Scapula. And pectoral girdle yun. The upper limb comprises of your humerus. Bakit wala siyang arm, no? Wala siyang arm. Nasaan kaya yung arm na nawawala? Okay? It comprises of your humerus and then your radius and ulna. Kaya it's called radioulna. Okay? Radius and ulna. And then of course you have your carpal bones over here, metacarpal bones and phalanges. And that comprises your upper limb. Your scapula and clavicle subdivided again. You have your acromion process. Okay? Acromion process over here, sa area na to. Okay? Coracoid, glenoid cavity, and the area of the subscapular fossa. Of course, this is the inferior angle. Okay? Ano pa? Not so much the scapula. Ito na lang siguro. Body of the clavicle. So, sa area ng clavicle, ha? Body of clavicle over here, proximal end and the distal end. Yun. Scapula, clavicle, upper limbs. Ito. Upper limb bones. Your humerus is the upper portion of the forelimb. Okay? Upper portion. Ulna is the forearm as well as the radius. That's why you call it radioulna. Carpals are the wrists. Okay? Metacarpals are the hand, itong hand, and the phalanges yung fingers na. Okay? O yan, ulit lang. Okay? Humerus, the forearm comprises your radius and ulna. Okay? Carpal bones are your wrists, metacarpals are your hand, phalanges are the fingers. Okay? Saan na tayo? O ito, humerus, ulit. So the humerus, it has the head, anatomical neck, and the cervical neck. And the groove over here is actually the deltoid tuberosity. The deltoid tuberosity. Okay? Let's go down south. You have your medial epicondyle over here. Okay? And on the opposite end is the lateral epicondyle. You have the condyles over here, which encompasses your capitulum and your procleum. Okay? Those are your condyles. Okay? How about in the posterior view? Now you have a hole here. This is your olecranon fossa. Olecranon fossa. Okay? Okay, I'm greater to do. Remember the parts, ha? Ulna and radius. Okay, radius and ulna. Radius over here, you have the radial tuberosity over here. Guys, tandaan nyo, pag tuberosity, it's more of the, in Filipino, umbok. Basta may umuumbok. Okay, that's the tuberosity. Okay? You have the endocrinal process over here, trochlear knot and Parvane process. Okay? Styloid process is down below. Okay guys, styloid process. Mayroong head, okay, and the styloid process. Basta ang styloid process, nasa ilalim. Okay? Ito rin, this is also the styloid process. Okay? Oh, ito. Oh gosh. Memories. Okay, bones of the wrist and hand, it's so many. But I believe I did not ask this in your exam. Okay? Yung mga bones of the wrist and hand. Okay? But anyway, please familiarize yourself. Hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ko tinanong sa exam ay hindi na. Okay? Familiarize yourself, please. Okay? So, this is the carpal bones, the wrist, metacarpal bones for your hand, and the phalanges, these are your fingers. Okay. Alright, pelvic girdle, where lower limbs attach to the body. You have your pelvis, includes the pelvic girdle and coccyx. You have your ischium, no? Inferior posterior region of the hip bone. You also have your ilium, the most superior region of the hip bone, and acetabulum, okay, hip socket of the hip bone. So your acetabulum should be located over here, no? This part na to. Sorry, this one pala, this one. No, acetabulum. Okay. This is the area of the pubis, obturator foramen, so that's a hole. Okay, ischial tuberosity over there. For this one, no, I want you to memorize yung sacrum, yung area ng ilium, yung big parts lang guys. Pubis and the ischium. No? So that encompasses your hip bones. Ito, very important to sa obstetrics, sa OB, yung suprapubic angles. Okay? This one as well. Yung butas dito. Okay? You know. Okay, my question for here. Why is it important that the male pelvis is different from the female pelvis? What's the significance of that? It's different, oh, male versus female. Why do you think? Childbearing, no? Child, no? It should be more accommodating for the female pelvis. Okay? Yeah. Alright guys, lower limbs na tayo guys. We're nearing the end for skeletal. So for the femur, you have your thigh, okay? Patella, kneecap, okay? Tibia, larger bone of the lower leg. Fibula, smaller bone of the lower leg. You also have your tarsals for your ankle, metatarsals for your foot, phalanges for your toes and fingers. Alright, ito, lower extremities na tayo guys, ha? Again, your pelvic girdle has your sacrum and hip bone. For your lower limbs, you have your femur, you have your patella, and you have your tibia and fibula. For the small bones, you have your tarsal bones, yes, metatarsal bones, and your phalanges. Okay? Bones of the thigh, of course, you have your head, you have your greater trochanter and the lesser trochanter. Greater trochanter, lesser trochanter. Okay? Body or shaft of the femur, you have your medial epicondyle. So what's the opposite? If this is the medial, the other side is lateral. Okay? Medial epicondyle, the opposite, it's your lateral epicondyle. Okay? Patellar groove on the underside. Okay? Okay, tibia, taba, fibula, payat. So, mas payat ka. Okay? We have here, sa area ng tibia, lateral condyle, medial condyle. This area is your tibial tuberosity. Okay? For the area of your fibula, you have your head and then your lateral malleolus. No? And your medial malleolus. Like sa hands, bones of the hands, hindi naman ako masyado na magtatanong dito. Okay? Unless I say otherwise. Okay? I want you to identify what is the area of the tarsals, metatarsals, and the digits. Okay? Kahit hindi nyo memorize guys. I just want you to familiarize yourself. No? It will be helpful in the later class. Okay? When you say articulations, these are joints. So we're done already discussing the anatomy. So joints na tayo. It can be classified as fibrous, cartilaginous, synovial, according to the major connectivity type that binds the bones together, and whether a fluid-filled joint capsule is present. So these are classified in functional categories according to their degree of motion as synarthrosis, amphiarthrosis, or diarthrosis. Structural classification, you have your fibrous joint, of course by fibrous connective tissue. So subclasses are sutures, syndesmosis, and kyphosis. Cartilaginous, you have means of cartilage. Subclasses are synchondrosis and symphysis. You have your synovium, joined by a fluid cavity. So most joints of appendicular skeleton, those are your synovium. Functional classifications, you have your synarthrosis, not movable joint. It also has skull bone articulations. Amphiarthrosis, slightly movable joint. Examples are in between vertebrae. Diarthrosis, freely movable joint. No? You have your knee, elbow, and wrist articulation. So, synarthrosis, amphiarthrosis, and diarthrosis. Fontanelles and sutures. No? So, this is more prominent in babies. Okay? So, same lang siya. Frontal, parietal, squamous suture, coronal suture. So, ito siya. No? Fontanelles. Usually, nawawala to guys as the child matures. Okay? Habang tumatanda, nawawala na yung fontanelles. Okay? So, types of movement. O, alam na natin to. Flexion, bending, extension, o flex, extension. Okay? Pag-abduction, movement away from the midline. Can you show me? Sige ma'am. Abduction. Yes, no? Ang iniisip ko dito, abducted by aliens. So, kinukuha. Okay, abduction. Movement away from the midline. Abduction, of course, it's the opposite of abduction. Towards the midline, towards the body. Okay? Of rotation of the forearm with palms down, pronation. Opposite, supination. Okay? Pronation, supination. Okay? O rotation, movement of a structure about the long axis. Okay? O ito, more on the pathophysiology. What are the effects of aging on the skeletal system and joints? Of course, anong sabi ko sa collagen? The more you have collagen, the stronger. When you get older, siyempre, bababa ang level ng collagen. So what will it mean? Weaker, diba? Loss of bone density, and what do you mean by degenerative changes? General. So, arthritis, sakit, rheuma, all the like. Okay? That ends the skeletal system.